but they're hearing the same reports from citizens saying, I saw detonations, I saw explosives, or whatever else. Now, those may all prove to be untrue because in these incidences, things unfold in ways that don't make sense, the next day or the day after. Right now, they absolutely have to be sure that they protect themselves. That's the most important thing.
And Juliet, as you and I have both discussed, the Massachusetts police put out a statement saying that they think several explosives were used in Watertown this evening as they were trying to apprehend. Obviously, this is not normal criminal activity to be using explosives. This obviously would be related, I believe, and you're also suggesting that to the reason why they would ask an individual to take off his clothes before they approach him, before they arrest him, so they don't want to have any tripwires, they don't want anybody to be going down. Perhaps the individual they're going after is a suicide bomber or has some sort of explosive on him. They just can't take any risks in a situation like this. If you're just tuning in to CNN's coverage of what's going on right now here in Boston, Massachusetts, and the surrounding area, obviously this is a city on edge ever since the Monday terrorist attacks on the Boston Marathon that killed 3 individuals and wounded and maimed dozens more. This evening, roughly 5:15 or so this evening, the FBI released images of 2 suspects in this terrorist attack. They both appear to be young men, one wearing a white hat, one wearing a black hat. The FBI is seeking to help any information from the public as to who these individuals might be. Then this evening, perhaps in an unrelated criminal activity on the campus of MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Cambridge, Massachusetts, a police officer was killed. There was a carjacking and then a chase in the local community of Watertown, Massachusetts. There was an arrest. We have seen a big police presence both in Cambridge, Massachusetts and Watertown, Massachusetts, not just a police presence by Boston and other local police officers, but by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, which would suggest that this is a more serious matter than a local criminal activity. Again, we do not know that there is definitively any connection between what is going on in Watertown, Massachusetts this evening with what happened here in Boston, not far from where I'm standing on Monday during the Boston Marathon, during the terrorist attacks. But right now, this is a city where there's a huge law enforcement presence. The FBI says they are trying to figure out if there is any connection with the serious criminal activities in Cambridge and Watertown this evening and what happened here in Boston. So now I'm going to go to Drew Griffin, who is on the scene in Watertown. And Drew, we keep hearing reports on the police scanner that there is another individual being sought, that there is perhaps shooting going on in Watertown that is on the police scanner, hardly definitive. What are you hearing on the scene where you are right now?
I am not seeing any evidence of that, Jake. I'm not seeing any helicopters in the sky. I'm not hearing them. I'm not hearing any kind of ordnance going off or shots going off, and I'm not seeing any panic. I am seeing an incredible amount of police presence here behind me, but the area at this point seems calm. We're not seeing the police cars tearing this way and that way as we did when we first arrived. So I can't verify any of those reports that you're hearing on a scanner, but that is to say I don't know how big this town is, if there's a shaded area that I'm not hearing from. But right now it doesn't appear that there is an active hunt going on right now.
And I reporting here from Southern California.